All praises on the glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Bashim Rakakadash. Double honors to my apostles, the elders, the bishops. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All praises on the glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Bashim Rakakadash. It's spiritual that ICE is going into these airports. Okay. With the border wall, this war on immigration, and pretty much it feels like a siege. A siege. It feels like they're surrounding us. They don't want you to get out of this country, man. They want, that they're setting everything up for their future. They put you in those camps, maintain humanity up under 500 million. All right. And these are, like, you can see through the spirit things that are happening. Like, so they can't fund the airports. They can't fund, all these things. Are like they're birth pains. It's like a heart beating. It's like not a heartbeat, but it's like birth pains. It's like eventually that baby gonna be born. Like, they're literally trying to surround us. They're literally cutting off your money. Everything's so expensive. Cutting off your housing, your cutting off your belly. When people get hungry, they do anything, man. They're getting things ready. They're setting things up. ICE has a huge amount of money going into ICE. Okay, it's just spiritual, man. This is just spiritual that this is happening. ICE, and I'm sure they're already causing a stir in these different places. All right, I'm sure they're already causing a stir because people are going to be afraid to go to the airports. Okay, it's basically they're trying to keep you in. They're saying it's about let's listen to this.
Deploying ICE agents to major U.S. airports to fill in for TSA agents who are going unpaid during the shutdown. CBS News correspondent.
Just think how that sounds. You would rather, and that's another thing. It's always a shutdown. This place is freaking through, man. TSA agents going unpaid, so they bring in these military type ICE agents. They're building all types of facilities, man. All types of ICE facilities, facilities. I told you, man, we've been telling y'all, man, ICE ain't leaving, man. They're going to continue to be in the streets in all these cities. They're going to be the ones that is going to be. That's why the scriptures say, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. They're passing laws to put these systems inside of vehicles. It's a digital system. They got cameras everywhere. It's a siege, man. Siege. Hey, they're surrounding us, man. Okay, to put you in those concentration camps. All right, border walls. All right. So, yeah. This is Ezekiel 36. Let me read that real quick. I had Nineveh in the GNT. I don't know which one. Let me read this real quick. It says Ezekiel 36:2. Thus saith the Lord power, because the enemy have said to you, aha, even the ancient high places are ours in possession. Yeah, because they're happy about this. They suffer not our bodies to be put in grave. They've been planning this forever, going back to the book of Job, man. All right, this devil's trying to accomplish his enterprise, pretty much, his new world order. It's all taking place, man. This is the steps that he's doing, the moves that he's making. It's like you can tell the end game, man. You can tell that, he's gonna push that chip on you people, man. He's surrounding you. It says, therefore prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord power, because they have made you desolate and swallowed you up on every side, that ye might be a possession unto the residue of the heathen. It's talking about the Israelites. And America got a lot of Israelites, man. All right. Those immigrants they be talking about, most of them are Israelite brothers and sisters, man, that they dragging out of their cars and shit like that, man, in these cities. They're coming after us, bro. It says, ye are taken up in the lips of talkers and are the infamy of the people, man. Therefore, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord power. Thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh, to the mountains, and to the hills, and to the rivers, and to the valleys, and the desolate wastes, and to the cities that are forsaken, which have become a prey, which become a prey and a derision to the residue of the heathen that are round about. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh, surely in the fire of my jealousy I have spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, that's some Edomites, man, so-called white man, which have appointed my land into their possession. Yeah, they're not the real people over there. You got Benjamin Netanyahu calling the Iranians Amalek, man. Disgusting how wicked this stuff is, man. It says, appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their hearts, with despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. And so the Lord is going to get them back, man. I don't think that was the one I wanted, but I was reading that one earlier for some reason. I think it was this one. Nahum 3 and I'll start at 1. It says, doomed is the lying, murderous city, full of wealth, to be looted and plundered. Right, because like the scriptures tell you in Jeremiah 52, right? It speaks about fanners, man. All right. It might be 51. Yeah. Jeremiah 51 and 1, it said, therefore thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind. Right. Ultimately, those nuclear weapons, man. All right, that nuclear fire is going to purge this place. It says, and I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. See, they trying to close us in. All right, but the Lord gonna send those foreigners over here, man. All right, which they're a lot of them are in here. They call them sleeper cells. All right. It says, and they shall, it says, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. All right, because this place is about to be destroyed, man. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. Right. And against him that lifted up in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. All right, thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, right, America, right, and they that are thrust through in her streets, man. All right, so civil war is coming to this place. World War III is coming to America, man. All right, and the Lord gonna send fanners. He gonna send those foreigners over here. And they're going to get in y'all ass over here, man. All right? All right, because this place has been really proud against the Lord, man. All right, so yeah, they don't want to pay their people But they want the Ice Age. See, they're surrounding you, man. You surrounded. You're literally surrounded. You're literally surrounded, man. You know? That's why you gotta stay prayed up, because those we're living in those days, man. It says, listen, verse 2, Nahum 3:2 in the GNT, listen, the crack of a whip and the rattle of wheels, the gallop of horses, the jolting of chariots. Horsemen charge, swords flash, spears gleam, corpses are piled high, dead bodies without number, men stumble over them. Nineveh, aka America, the whore, is being punished, attractive and full of deadly charms. Right, America, man. She enchanted nations and enslaved them. The Lord Almighty says, I will punish you. I will strip you naked and let the nations see you in all your shame. And that's what the Lord is doing, man. This place is being stripped naked, man. It's been a shame. Starting with those Epstein files. Ain't nobody trying to talk about them no more. They doing their best, man. You see? Ain't nobody got arrested. Like, this shit is fucking insane, man. This is ridiculous. Forgive my French, but just think about that. It says, Nineveh, you too will fall into drunken stupor. Yeah, Isaiah 19. You too will try to escape from your enemies. Right, that's what you're trying. Oh, we want a ceasefire. We want to come in there and take out your leader and everything. But now we want a ceasefire, and we want, you're not going to be able to escape. It says all your fortresses will be like fig trees with ripe figs. Shake the trees, right? And this place is shaking, and the fruit falls right into your mouth. Right, your soldiers are like women, and your country stands defenseless before your enemies. Fire will destroy the bars across your gates. These soldiers, these guys are stopping up the toilets on these ships, man, trying not to go to war, man. All right. It's so there you go. There you go, man. Anyway, shalom.